going a little stir crazy these days, and you can no sound. You can only do so much wedding planning to keep you busy. So forget about wedding planning for a little bit. I know that's crazy that we're saying that. Forget about wedding planning and try out some of these other ways to stay busy at home, keep yourself happy, entertained, and kind of reconnect with your significant other and family and friends.
I like it.
You excited?
I mean, I am excited, but I'm also like, did you really just tell people to forget about wedding planning?
I did. Forget it. If I have to forget about pro sports, then everyone else has to forget about wedding planning right now.
I love it. I love it. This is also the first podcast we've done on video since we've been home.
That's true.
Guys, we're just going with it.
Yeah, and I feel like we look pretty decent for work from home.
I mean, we showered.
We showered. That's right.
It feels like a real win.
Right.
Anybody else feel me on that one?
Right. My hair is clean.
Looks pretty good.
Looking fresh.
Looking fresh.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, let's start off with my favorite topic, food and drink. Right?
Period.
So what are some recipes you can try at home?
Ooh, we have so many good recipes.
Yeah.
So we're going to link to these recipes on the site. So make sure you check them out. I know we have white chocolate cranberry cookies from Edible Art coming, which I am very excited about.
Anything from Edible Art, really.
Yes. And having a recipe.
Jackie and her team are incredible.
Yeah. I know. So yeah, I think that the best thing is to find recipes, which you can find everywhere. You have Pinterest. We're going to be supplying recipes on Bustld, so go check those out. Of course, shameless plug.
Yeah.
But some of our favorite recipes. So our daughter Chloe and I have been making cake, which is really muffins. We've been making these amazing like oatmeal blueberry muffins.
Yeah.
They almost taste like a oatmeal raisin cookie, but without the raisins because I don't like raisins.
Yeah.
So we replace the raisins with blueberries. That's probably like my favorite recipe we've been making since we've been home.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Favorite recipe since we've been home? Not necessarily my favorite, but something I've been like doing a lot of different stuff. I made Cuban rice and grilled chicken quarters. That was pretty good.
That was really good.
That was
Ryan
a little
makes
different.
the best fajitas, which we made last night.
Thank you.
They are amazing, and I make them double, so we have leftovers for lunch.
Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday, and we can't go anywhere.
It's like pretty much my worst nightmare.
It is. It is. We did get takeout on Sunday though.
Yeah.
We just didn't think takeout yesterday.
From Ruru's in Charlotte, which was amazing.
Have you seen, speaking of Edible Art, going back to cake, because obviously, have you been seeing the pedophores that she's selling right now?
Oh my gosh. And she's doing like little mini cakes to go to. Yeah.
So
thank
good.
you, Jackie.
Yes,
for,
thank you.
for keeping us happy.
I feel like I could talk 30 minutes about just like Jackie and her cake and baked goods.
I think so too.
We should have her on.
I know. She's so good.
She's amazing.
I'm trying to think about other favorite recipes that we've had. I make a really good eggplant parmesan.
Yeah,
if
that's
I
amazing.
can toot my own horn for a minute.
Yeah.
We just tried some really fun recipes that I found from the Every Girl. It was all these different Italian recipes, which you can never go wrong with.
No.
But you liked it.
Yep.
I had to kind of change the recipe a little bit because we didn't have everything.
Yeah.
But it was like a chicken pasta primavera. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
You liked it, right?
I did. And I would say like that's been the fun thing. Like when you actually go to the grocery store after 2 weeks and you're down to like bare bones, and then you just grab whatever you can get and you without a real plan, like which is not how we normally shop or cook. And we just act as people. But to go and like just grab like, okay, these like this asparagus looks amazing, or these peppers look amazing, and onions and whatever, and kind of build some of those staples, and then to come home and then just kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? And figure that out. It's kind of fun. It's fun as a couple. It's fun just kind of take your mind off everything.
Yeah. For your birthday, which was like at the beginning of quarantine, we basically had nothing to make cake because I didn't know this was going to be like a thing.
You didn't know?
I know. It's crazy, right? So my daughter and I were like Googling, like we had cocoa and we had flour and we had butter and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so how do you make a cake out of these 3 ingredients? And we found something.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. There was no icing, but we had powdered sugar. So
it was delicious.
Okay, so for people who can't cook.
Yes.
This girl right here.
No, you can cook. You're good.
I'm good at like my specific things.
You're good.
I can't do it more than that. But okay.
Yeah. So if you're not a good cook, what are you gonna do?
Well, there's no time like the present to learn to cook, right?
True.
I think YouTube has some great videos
Yeah.
of recipes and like learning how to cook, and I think cooking is really just like sitting down and trying different recipes. and just making the most of it. Don't you agree?
I do. One thing I like, and it sounds intimidating when you hear it, but like I really like Gordon Ramsay's YouTube videos. And he'll talk about making scrambled eggs and things like that. Like really like simple things, but like crazy elevated.
But Gordon Ramsay's
making it. But it's like
and
not
I do
hard.
make good
like,
scrambled eggs now thanks to Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. So like,
they're probably not his quality, but
and his is but it's fun to kind of watch those videos with people you recognize from TV. Make simple stuff. Like don't try to go and make, a souffle.
Yeah, that's his like signature.
Yeah,
right?
unless you're up to it. Yeah.
Hey, who knows? We live here long enough. This might be my new thing.
That's right. So what are some
also like virtual cooking classes?
Yeah.
Like those are options too. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
That could be a fun thing to do as like a date night, like a virtual cooking class.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you got the ingredients.
Yeah, that's true. They probably send you like that. I would guess they would send you the list before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So what are some drinks that you can make at home? Yeah.
Okay, well, my signature drink is a Manhattan.
Yes. And my signature drink to drink is a Manhattan.
Imagine that. They coincide.
Yeah.
We just did an amazing looking recipe from Barbox, posted last week, I think.
Yeah.
It was a cucumber Collins. It looked incredible and like so refreshing for the summer.
Yeah.
And then you've been making with those Jack Rudy syrups. You've been making the
elderflower G&Ts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good, and it's cool because and you don't even use tonic. You use sparkling water and elderflower syrup and gin. Like that's it, and it's really good. Yeah.
And then I was actually talking to Doolin Photography yesterday, and it sounds like he makes all his own like simple syrups, and he had some really cool recipes. So I think we have some more coming from him later on too.
Yeah. All right. So kind of moving from food and drink to movies, music, and date night, all within your living room. All these things, the venue doesn't change. We used to love going to the movies for date night. So now what?
Well, I've heard that a lot of movies are going straight to home, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong with that. Now you get to watch it in the comfort of your own home, pop your own popcorn, which is like my go-to. That's my best thing to make, by the way, is popcorn.
Yeah. If you haven't added that to your registry, please do. Like the Cuisinart popcorn popper, it's ridiculous.
It's good. But also like go back to your old favorites. I feel like how often do you rewatch a movie? So this is like a good opportunity to do that or watch each other's.
Watch Die Hard with me?
I guess so. I guess I just said that. I guess I just said that, didn't I?
It's just been a long game to get her to watch Die Hard.
You asked Lauren to put you up to this, didn't
I did.
But yeah, no, I think just make fun of it, be a kid, get a big pillow, make some popcorn, have a soda, just make it like you're at the movies, and make the best of the situation. I think there's still ways to enjoy those kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you had concert tickets. Now what? I know.
So, YouTube. So watch their old concerts on YouTube. I think you can even connect it to your TV, right? YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you can watch like the concert on your TV.
Yeah.
Make yourself some snacks, have a drink.
Yeah.
And really, dress up like you're going to the concert. Have like a virtual concert experience. It may not be exactly what the tickets were, but we'll take it.
So, all right. So we did date night once a week, but we can't now since we can't go out. So what am I going to do?
Oh, it's so hard, right? But takeout, don't you think? Like it's like a really good option, especially right now where you can support like local restaurants, like your faves.
Yeah, I think one cool thing that I'm seeing from a lot of restaurants is they're doing family style meals. So one restaurant we went to right before all this started for my birthday, they're doing Sammy's birthday is coming up on Monday. It's a really great restaurant in Volo in Charlotte. But they make this ridiculous risotto and they will do it for 6 people and it's incredible. So that's what we're going to do for her birthday.
Yeah. And Burton's is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
We've done takeout from there, family style, which was great for all of us. And we ate on it for a while, big salad, it was risotto again. We must really like risotto.
Yeah.
I think Legion's doing that.
Risotto's hard to make. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I love that. I think that's such a good way to eat out and take it home. And I know a lot of restaurants.
Your local restaurants.
Yeah, and I know a lot of restaurants are doing takeout wine or takeout cocktail mixes.
Yep.
So there's different ways to support local.
Yeah.
During this time for sure.
Yeah.
I know another thing too is a lot of museums have online options, which if you haven't seen the video of the dogs running through the Georgia Aquarium on YouTube, you need to check it out because it will make you smile.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
But I think you can do like online viewings. I know like they have like different options, and like I think it's like sometimes you have like tours, so it can even be like a cooler experience than sometimes you could get when you were in person. I mean, one of our favorite things right now is playing board games.
Yeah.
Actually, we've been playing blackjack, which is kind of
it's
funny.
And Samie wins every time. It's
I wish I was
there's one time I won.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that? It was
And so I think that's a great date night. It's a great no, I don't remember it. You can even incorporate your friends. Like we've played like games on Zoom with our friends and our family. So there's different options. Like
the trick is to use one phone like on a tripod for the board. So we were playing Code Names. If you haven't checked that out, it's worth checking out. It's awesome. And then everybody else was on the Zoom, but you could see the game, the board. So like it was as closest to being together as you can.
Yeah, I think so. Dance lessons, virtual dance lessons. Get ready for that first dance.
Yeah.
And then we have a fun 21 question game, which apparently you should play before you get married. You didn't know like half the answers to my questions.
Yeah.
No. It was like, you were born in Texas? Like,
what? I knew that.
That's not what you said.
I knew that.
So check it out on the site. We have some good ideas on there.
All right. So the last topic, which I think we should skip.
I put Lauren up to this one.
You put Lauren up to this one. Projects. Don't need them. Move on. So obviously we're all at home a little bit more than we used to be. What are some easy house projects? I
think a lot of people can paint. Paint is relatively easy in the grand scheme of home projects.
Yep.
If you're feeling a little more dangerous, maybe try wallpaper.
Whew. That's too risky for me.
I would say that might be a big. Start with a small wall.
Yeah.
Landscaping, backsplash is a great thing in the kitchen. I think that's again, depending on your skills, a relatively easy project.
Yeah.
Hanging artwork, different things like that. Sprucing up the space that you're now living, working, breathing in, dating in.
Reorganizing like your garage, things like that.
Yeah, simple little things. Almost like organizing your space makes you feel like a little bit better too. Almost like you have some control.
Yeah,
right.
True.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
For me, anyways.
Yeah. No. I agree. I couldn't agree more. What if you don't own your own house?
Yeah. So I still feel like there's so many things you can do. Like it goes back to like organizing. So organize your closets, rearrange your furniture, paint your furniture. You can. Madison from our team was like building a chair.
Yeah, her and her boyfriend building a chair. Like how cool is that?
Cool. Like things like that you probably don't have time to do or wouldn't do on a regular day. I think that's really fun. And then you can always do like temporary projects too. Like faux backsplash or different things like that are temporary that you can always remove if you don't own that space.
So you're saying that if we didn't have a 2-year-old running around, that you would actually do the mosaic picture wall you talked about?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's gonna happen.
We've had the IKEA frames like still in the wrap for 7 years.
They've moved with us.
7 years now.
We didn't have the kid back when we bought the frames.
No. Okay, so then what are some non-house related projects that you can do?
You can make a wreath for your door. That's like a fun, easy thing to do. I know a lot of people like to like change that out based on the season or whatever.
And I will say too, like the people that are putting up like Christmas decorations and holiday decorations, things like that actually does bring joy to kids. Because there's one house in our neighborhood that puts up a giant inflatable Olaf from Frozen, and we have to go see it every day. Like it really brings joy to people when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, it does. So add a wreath. You can plant a garden. You can learn how to garden or how to have a green thumb. I'm sure there's YouTube videos related to that because that's not me.
Or me. No. Although I have managed to keep a hermit crab alive for like 3 months now, 4 months.
Got him in January.
January?
Yeah.
Man, Hermie is just
we're killing it. We're killing it.
No, we're not killing it. That's the key.
That's the key.
We're doing a good job. Hermie is still
kicking.
Yeah.
Hermie's still kicking. You can also like learn how to make candles. I feel like there's a lot of like kits and things like that you can order now. that you can bring home and, have different things like that to try. Make a wine rack.
Oh yeah.
So learn how to do a perfect manicure at home or pedicure, like things like that we can't take advantage of right now.
The candle thing sounds fun.
Yeah.
And the wine rack.
All right, we'll try it.
Yeah. And what if DIYing isn't your thing?
Then there's like other things you can do too, like learn a language. That's
Cool.
a good one.
Yeah.
Read some new books. Learn something from a book. You can learn calligraphy. There's a lot of like classes out there for that.
Yeah.
Try out a new workout class. I feel like there's tons of things that you can do to kind of keep you occupied.
Yeah.
Even if DIYing projects is not your thing.
Yeah.
Like us.
I always think I can, but yeah. I could do a candle. I feel like I can handle it's just melting stuff, right?
I guess.
It's like melting wax.
All right, guys, we'll let you know how the candle goes.
It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. All right. So what are your tips for our couples to stay busy at home?
Yeah, I think talk about, setting up date nights and making that a priority, and whether that date night is a movie or a cooking class or making candles together, whatever that might be. I think those are the main priorities. Make sure that you set time for that. It's really hard when you're home and just nothing's really changing at home. You're not going anywhere, but make sure you take the time for that.